This is the part where I tell you why I'm not making videos. Welcome to Squawk. I'm Donnie. We have a lot of business to talk about. Squawk is a series which is produced at the beginning of each month to review the past month of content and helps me fulfill continuous improvement. And since this is the first show, I have to go over everything. Why have I been failing at making videos on a schedule? During that time when it was warm called summer, actually I'm thinking of February vacation. Actually, it all began a year ago during the winter holiday. Even before that, it was a problem. I tend to film everything if I can, which isn't totally bad considering that someone has to record the world as it stands. But when all that content needs a second 5TB hard drive, you know you have a lot of stuff. When none of that stuff is processed, it piles up and becomes a nightmare. The problem is my editing philosophy. Everything or nothing. I'm an all or nothing person. Go big or go home. 6,000 horsepower or nothing. And this goes for everything. I hate not doing as much as possible. Being imperfect isn't my style. So I want to sit down and spend a few days editing straight. However, it has come to my attention that life is a continuous journey. Perfection is not what it seems to be. There is no end to being a content creator, so why do I treat it like that? Keeping up to date is a continuous process. Writing, sorting, and editing all need to happen a little bit each day. Why is everything about to change? I would like everyone to meet Lyra. Not that Lyra, a little bit lower. Lyra is a custom-built Corsair Carbide 300R gaming case with an Asus Z170AR sporting a Hyper 212 EVO water-cooled Intel i7 4GHz processor, a GeForce GTX 970 video card with 2 fans just on the card, and Windows 10 Professional installed. For those like me who are just reading the parts list and playing with the fan speed controller, in English that means this computer is designed to perform. And it has Adobe Premiere 14, so now I can edit in 60 frames per second! In the testing I have done with Bandicam on Lyra, she can easily handle all my games upwards of 60 frames per second. And for my videos with full frame rate GoPro shots, I can now present the full overlay in the video. So, I have the technology to make content and a bit of time to do it. Why am I doing this? Here is my mission. Nearly 2 years ago, I created Birds to Word 1516 with an arbitrary name. I knew I would be targeting multiple demographics at some point, and now is that point. It's time to express my true passion, writing. Soon I will be releasing many new shows focusing on how we as a society can make the world a better place. Like I previously mentioned, I'm not striving for perfection. I want to do everything I can to solve problems. More on this when Bird Chatter is released. But I think my father's quote from his graduating yearbook summarizes my message. Be ashamed to die before you have won some victory for humanity. I have this fear that I will die before I make a lasting impact on the world. And I am an all or nothing person. Go big or go home. 6,000 horsepower or nothing. Continuity!
Hey!
I want to impact the lives of as many people as I can in a positive way. That is why I do what I do. That is why I am who I am. It is time to move forward. I am still not organized enough to be producing all my videos yet. But this is the new schedule. Mondays will host Perspective, my review show, and Bird Chatter, my new interactive problem-solving series. And I will be working on the Google Plus community and getting that ready. Wednesday will be Game Day, either Trains 2010 Engineers Edition, Trains A New Era, Railworks, or Minecraft. And I noticed that Minecraft is not the most popular pick, so I will be changing the editing, either cutting or speeding up boring parts, and making the episodes more interesting. And my World with Connor is coming out, which I haven't even looked at yet. Friday is everything else, so rail fanning, nature, random stuff, other stoof. I also have big projects like Snow Days just waiting to get edited. I prefer to put that project on the back burner for now. Noah content will come out on the same day it was recorded if possible. I'm trying to get a same test recording if I can, so look out for that. So, I have the potential to make lots of content and the willingness to do it. With the technology I have, it should be easy. I would rather forget about 2015 and move on, but I have thousands of hours of editing that will keep it fresh in my mind. I've learned much about myself and the world this year. My parting message: always be open to others' ideas. Don't be abrupt. If you see something troubling, bookmark it and come back and examine it as much as you can. Never assume that something is true. Assume everything is false. We are all humans, and we will judge, and we have a right to make judgments, but sometimes we have to keep our judgments to ourselves. If that isn't healthy, let your anger out with a chainsaw in a tree. It's lots of fun, trust me on that. So please, if you make a New Year's resolution, try to make the world a better place. Try to be a better person. If you can see it, you can be it. Bird out.